Okay, so despite Tago's outfit, this is very serious. Makoto wants you to pay attention. Basically, these are intermediate combos which do not require you to be able to do dash break shot or 2366 AD or dash back 6A 5D or dash back 6A 2D after a shooting star level 3 in the corner. So first we'll show a high damage variant of the combo using meteor to go into particle flare. Okay, so now a demonstration, again using flow as the starter. I feel it's a good way to standardize things because you can take a stem, you can say, well, what happens if you start out with flow and then go into your stem, how much damage does it do, and you can compare. This goes into Big Bang Smash against Jin. You might be wondering, why am I starting out all these combos with throw? Am I hiding something? Maybe if you start out with normal moves, you can't get up to the super, for example. Well, I'll show you. You can start out with 2A, and you can go all the way up to particle flare. Here it goes. Alright, but if you do level 3 on all hits, then you do a little bit more than that, more than 4.4. Okay, now that we've looked at distortion finish enders for these combos, I'd like to look at the actual base or stem or skeleton of these combos, which is something that I haven't seen before or read in any forums or anything. It is 5D, dash cancel, 2C, 214BD, 236 AD, jump D, 2D, shooting star. Which basically includes 6 out of Makoto's 7 D attacks. And I will now demonstrate against Hazama. And then after that, I will have some more thoughts on some other aspects of this skeleton. The reasons for this are several. Number one, you don't need to do a dash break shot because after your lightning arrow BD, you are in position to do a break shot on any character at that point. Then you need to do then I do a jump D to make sure that they stay in the corner. If I try 2C after that, you know, in the normal circumstances, what's going to happen is they're going to bounce over your head, and the 2C will whiff. So I do a jump D to keep them in the corner. And then after the jump D is a 2D, and after the 2D is a shooting star, which is somewhat delayed. I do that because if you want to get a particle flare, and you hit the shooting star when the opponent is pretty high up, the particle flare, the first hit, level 3, might whiff. So you don't want that. So I delay it a little bit. Those are some nuances to it. Now, those are pretty much all the level D, all the D attacks that Makoto has. except for one, which is her meteor dive. I have not integrated meteor dive into the stem, and you'll see why. Mainly because, well, you probably won't be using it except maybe a jump corona upper meteor dive. So as you can see there, we used 6 of Makoto's D attacks in the base of the combo. And as you know, Shooting Star easily goes into supers, either one, or Astral. And as far as the Corona Upper Meteor Dive, I will now show you what it looks like if you just go straight into Corona Upper Meteor Dive. Well, actually, if you incorporate Corona Upper Meteor Dive into the combo, so you get all 7 of Makoto's D attacks. This is against Jin. This is off neutral throw in the corner. And as you can see, as you know, ground Corona Upper Meteor Dive level 3 does not give you the best Oki, so it's not really the best ender in a meterless situation. But here is a demonstration of ending with ground Corona Upper Meteor Dive level 3. As you can see from that combo ending with Corona Upper Meteor Dive, you do not get the optimal Oki in the corner after that, especially if you do ground Corona Upper Meteor Dive. If you can do 5cc jump, cancel, jump B, and jump Corona Upper Meteor Dive, you might get better Oki, level 2 or level 3, but still, there are probably better ways to end the combo as far as giving yourself better advantage, both in terms of frames and in terms of positioning. And we will explore that issue later. It's something that I haven't found a perfect answer for, but we're going to go through some different ways that you can end it if you do not have meter. So that will be in the next couple of segments here. Going back to meterless variants, if you don't have 50% heat, are we satisfied with the Corona Upper Meteor Dive enders? How about orb variants? Well, here's a demonstration of where you are after Shooting Star if you just throw out an orb. And you can see your opponent is airborne, and so that's really not ideal, throwing out an orb when your opponent is airborne. You can see the variety of options available to your opponent in that situation. Okay, so how about we just do one move repetition. We substitute Shooting Star with 5D. So we do 2D, wait, 5D, dash cancel, orb. Well, here's how that looks like. You can see a little bit of sacrifice of damage, but you have a very common Okizime setup in the corner for Makoto. Something Tsujikawa does a lot is a 5D dash orb. That's how you get a 5D dash orb setup. Notice I dropped a Shooting Star to go instead with 2D, delay, 5D, dash cancel orb. This is a humorous ender, but it kind of makes a point. You see me basically just mash 5A at the end after Shooting Star, and you can see how it does preserve position to some extent. I just kind of might give you some ideas for some better enders for this combo base. Here's what happens if you just go into 5C into orb right after Shooting Star. one last question remains. Can you double super? I will try to answer that question now. That's theoretically, I guess, where you could do it. You do a 2D, let them fall a little bit, pretty much very late, just before they can tack out of it. But, well, they're still pretty much airborne. 6A, Big Bang Smash, and then maybe Particle Flare could work. I haven't really been able to get level 3 Big Bang Smash at what I think is supposed to be the correct height to double super, because I haven't really been able to double super in general on anyone. I think I still need to figure out the correct height and the correct timing. So that looks like a potential spot though where it could work. Is, like I said, you would just do 5D dash cancel 2C 214BD 236AD jump D 2D, and then let them fall quite a bit before trying 6A Big Bang Smash Particle Flare, and maybe it'll work. I'll try to do Particle Flare after this, but this is only a level 2 Big Bang Smash, so it probably won't work. Anyway, yeah, it won't work anyway, but whatever. Big, massive double blue beat combo. But, you see my point. Maybe somebody will be able to figure it out. Somebody with really good execution might be able to find a way to turn this stem into a double super combo. So I'm looking at you guys, Dustloop. Other notes about optimization. You can do, for example, based on your hit counter, if you have a low hit counter by the time you get to 5D, by the time you get to Shooting Star, you can think of it that way also, you might be able to do a 5cc Particle Flare, or 5cc Big Bang Smash. Or you might be able to do 5cc and then do Hyper Jump Cancel, or do an extended combo with more than just 2 hits after that. It depends on the hits, and I haven't optimized this this skeleton. So, but basically it's just here because I'm not somebody who consistently is really good at dash break shots or Shooting Star back dashes. But you can see you can get quite good damage numbers, and especially with the you can get some nice looking combos aesthetically. If you have meter, especially, you can do it without repeating any moves, without repeating any D moves specifically. The only issues are the Okazime issues. If you don't have meter, what's the best way to end the combo? And secondly, double super possibilities. Is it really possible? And like I said, I honestly don't know the answer to that question, but I'm sure somebody with really good execution could figure it out. So, thanks for watching.